Yo, what's up guys? Another video of IFO prep, but we're gonna start taking apart this hatch right here. I'm gonna jack it up and then we're gonna start taking out fuel tank and you'll see what we're getting into. Alright, so the fuel tank is right here on this one. Back then I made it and it was like I believe it was calculated to probably like about 5 gallons, like the tank fully maxed out. Remember I made it, I mounted it like this for now, but honestly I tore up this car back like pretty bad. I never really took care of it. Always just kind of tried new things on it, whether it worked or not. So this car was always a trial and error. But trust, V2, this next version of it, I'm gonna get everything situated and good. So we'll be chilling. So this one is just held on by the strap, the way the factory tank used to be held up by, but instead of the old location, kind of like right here behind the subframe up top, I drilled a hole over here on the bottom of the subframe because if not it would interfere with the axle. So I made a hole right here and I was able to hook it here, and the other side is on the factory location still, and I just tightened it pretty good and it was held up fine. So right now I'm gonna loosen it up the rest of the way and then disconnect whatever lines I need to disconnect and I'll get it off. Disconnected everything I needed to on the inside, the hoses. I cut the wiring just to make this fast. There's one connector I do gotta disconnect when it drops though. I was actually thinking to myself, what if I open it right now when I take it out and it's all rusty? But who knows? We'll see right now. It should start to come out. It actually does. It does have some gas in it. Felt empty when it was up there, but I'll pull it out. We'll check it out. So check it out. This is the tank. It's about 5 gallons. It's like topped off, you know? So this one was pretty good. So I'm gonna keep using it. Hopefully the inside's not all rusty or anything. So I just cut off the wires right here. These were hardwired, so I just chopped them, take it off, and then this connector disconnected it. And these hoses, took them off. So I'll probably go into depth more of how I made this when I make videos about this car again, but I'm gonna start opening this and then we'll see how it looks. It doesn't look bad at all in there. The only thing I see is like debris from, I don't know what it's from. Let's see if I could. Like, it looks like maybe like pieces of paint, or like maybe from like the welding, how I was welding on the other side. This side maybe got like hot, and like sometimes little stuff flakes off. So that will probably have to be cleaned out for sure. But honestly, it's not that bad. You can see everywhere where I welded around. There's a vent tube. It's also welded back there. So it's pretty good overall, I'm not gonna lie. So we got there's a Walbro 450 right here. Flex, so I could use this for pump gas and E85. So now that I got this out, I'm gonna disassemble all this, take the pump out, and then I'm gonna put this hanger back into this tank because it belongs to this one. Hopefully you can't hear the neighbor's music in the background, but so I got the whole assembly off right here, with the wiring and everything, with the terminals too. I didn't want to have to rewire it, so I undid everything from everywhere. It was right there, and then there's another one. Oh, it's up here. So this one is chopped. The tube isn't chopped, but the bottom is chopped right here. So we're gonna use this pump on the daily, and then this sock, depending on, I think the one on the daily, the pump has been replaced recently, so I might have a newer one, so we'll swap those. But for now, this is gonna go back however it was, something like that. So I'm gonna pull in the other car right now. Might be a little hard because it has a lot more gas, but this one was pretty easy to take out, so hopefully we can do the same with the other one. I might not take it fully out, but I'm gonna just drop it at an angle to where I could get to the pump, and then we'll pull that hanger out and then check that one out too. So we got the hatch jacked up right here. Same thing on this one. I'm gonna take off everything necessary on the inside and the outside right here, and then once I get it dropped, I'll update you guys, and we'll see how the other one's looking, the one that's in there. Well, I just ended up pulling it all the way out, so that it's easier, which it's gonna be. And we'll see if I can, we'll see how good this wiring is, because it is a 450, so if I'm able to put it on a relay, it'll work its best. So I got it out. I'm gonna remove what's necessary to take this off, and then we'll check both of them out when I got them both disassembled. Alright. So this is the Wobble 450, and this is the one, the OEM, not OEM, but it's like a stock replacement from either AutoZone or O'Reilly, but pretty much stock for the EF. So we're gonna throw this one in that tank because that one has stock injectors, and whenever I want to turn it on, I can put a stock base map, that'd be chilling. And then we'll throw this one on this one because this one has big injectors, so this will be a lot better for that build for now. And then if we want to upgrade that one, we'll upgrade that one later. But so I'm gonna put this fuel strainer onto this one on the same angle. Once I get it to the same height or that same level, we'll get everything all lined up and bolt it in. So I got the fuel strainer switched over and also the hose with the clamp switched over. Should be good to go. Gonna assemble it onto the fuel pump hanger, and then can make sure we get it. I get it sitting right, so that way it picks up fuel good still. So I got both of them switched, and then I put some O-rings around just to keep them stable on the bottom. Just because obviously now these are different. This one I had it on by a zip tie because it was cut, but this one, since it's not factory no more, I couldn't utilize the rubber piece, so it doesn't fit properly. So I just bent them to put pressure on it so it doesn't move all crazy, and then I put an O-ring around it right here just to keep it held nice and firm. But everything's angled how it should, that fuel strainer, and then this fuel strainer is angled how it should for that one too. So gotta put it all back together now, and then that's it. That'll be it, as long as it all works. And then who knows if I'll make a harness for it so it could be on a relay. I'm not sure if I'll do that yet, but we'll see how it goes. There it is. Back in we go. Throw it back in, test it out. For the wiring, right here, it is a beefy fat wire, but then like maybe like right here it transitions into this one that is ends up being that one that's black and yellow. So I might not upgrade the wiring right now. So I don't think I'm gonna end up upgrading the wiring right now, but later on in the future I am gonna put it on a relay. But for now, just for tonight, to see if it gets going, if it primes, because I haven't tried to turn on that car, so that fuel pump hasn't primed in a while. So we'll see if it primes right now when I get it all hooked back up in the car. So I'm gonna do that and we'll get it going. We hear fumes are fuming, so I open the door. But we're going up, so I'm putting it on top of the jack right now, and then jack it up, get everything else connected. I'm struggling a little bit, but I got the tank up. You just got to connect the feed return, all the evap stuff, whatever was on there. Connect that, put the other strap. I put one strap so that way it stays up a little good right now. And then the stuff on the inside, the connectors, and then put the little cover back on. We should get a prime in a little bit here, guys. We'll be chilling. So I got everything on the bottom bolted up, and then all the clamps tightened up, straps tightened up, So I could drop the car and then I'm gonna do the inside. Alright, everything's ready. So see if we hear this thing prime. Okay, I heard it prime. I don't know if you guys could hear it, but it doesn't seem that much louder or anything, but it's working. So I'll turn it on for a little bit. Hopefully it ain't too loud. With that mini gauge right here, if it focuses. Oh yeah. So there it is. Walbro 450's on. Car's on. That's it. Fuel system's already ready to go. We should be chilling. Let's kill it. Guys, that was a quick fuel pump change or fuel pump swap. So we're getting this hatch fuel system a little bit more updated because of the increased boost. So stock pump was already no go. So 450 for the win. I mean, it's E85 compatible, so we're chilling. That's a W. Catch you guys on the next one. We'll see what's next. IFO prep.